they shine like the sun, confident, bold, unbreakable. When a Leo walks into a room, people feel it immediately. The energy, the authority, the presence that says, I got this. But here is the truth. Most people never dare to say out loud. The brighter Leo shines, the fewer hands reach out when they fall. According to the legendary Baba Vanga, this is not an accident. It is not bad luck. And it is not because people don't care. It is a hidden law tied to Leo's destiny. Baba Vanga warned that the very traits that make Leo powerful are the same traits that quietly push help away. People admire Leo. They respect Leo. They expect Leo to lead. But when Leo struggles, they look the other way. Believing strength means silence, and confidence means no need for support. This video is not about blaming others. And it is not about portraying Leo as a victim. This is about uncovering the 14 hidden reasons why Leo is often left to face life alone. Reasons Baba Vanga revealed as part of Leo's spiritual path. Stay until the end, because the final reason changes everything. It reveals when Leo's loneliness ends, and what must happen before the right people finally step forward. Before we begin, comment your zodiac sign and birth date below. I read every comment. Now, let us uncover the truth behind Leo's strength and the silence that surrounds it. Reason number 14, the aura of self-sufficiency. According to Baba Vanga, one of the deepest reasons nobody helps Leo is something most people admire, without question, their aura of self-sufficiency. Leo walks through life carrying an unmistakable presence. Their posture is confident. Their voice is steady. Their energy quietly says, I can handle this. To the outside world, Leo looks unshakable. Baba Vanga observed that when a Leo enters a space, people instinctively assume nothing is wrong. Even when challenges arise, Leo rarely shows panic. They remain composed, focused, and dignified. This calm exterior convinces everyone around them that Leo has everything under control. And this is where the silence begins. People do not help Leo because they genuinely believe help is unnecessary. When Leo struggles, they do not collapse publicly. They do not ask loudly. They do not reveal the weight they are carrying. Instead, they stand tall, even when the pressure is breaking them internally. Baba Vanga warned that this creates a powerful illusion. Strength becomes invisibility. The stronger Leo appears, the harder it becomes for others to see their humanity. Many Leos, watching this, will recognize this pattern immediately. You've been the one others depend on. The one who stays calm when everything is falling apart. The one people assume will always figure it out. And maybe at some point, you wondered why no one ever asked if you needed help too. People admire Leo's courage, but admiration is not the same as compassion. They praise Leo. They follow Leo. They expect Leo to lead, but they rarely stop to ask a simple question. Are you okay? Another reason this aura pushes help away is Leo's pride. Leo associates independence with dignity. Asking for help feels like a crack in the crown. Even when exhausted, Leo believes that staying silent preserves respect. Baba Vanga explained that this belief becomes a spiritual test. Leo is learning that self-sufficiency is powerful, but when taken too far, it isolates the soul. Here is the deeper question Baba Vanga wanted Leo to face. Is strength about never needing support, or about trusting the right people enough to let them see you? True strength is not pretending you never need help. True strength is knowing when to let others witness your humanity. until Leo allows that the world will continue to assume they are fine and walk past their silent battles. Baba Vanga said this is the first gate Leo must cross. Only when Leo stops hiding behind self-sufficiency does the universe begin to send the right support. If you are a Leo who has felt this always strong, always composed, always expected to handle everything alone, share your experience in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, keep this in mind. What looks like independence may actually be the first wall Leo unknowingly built around their heart. Reason number 13, the leader's curse. Baba Vanga warned that leadership carries a hidden cost, and for Leo, that cost is isolation. Leo is not taught to follow. Leo is born to lead. From an early age, people naturally look to Leo for direction. When chaos appears, eyes turn toward them. When decisions must be made, Leo steps forward without hesitation. This ability to lead is powerful. But according to Baba Vanga, it is also one of the main reasons nobody helps Leo, because leaders are expected to endure. Baba Vanga observed that people rarely offer support to those they see as strong guides. Instead, they project strength onto them. They assume the leader does not struggle, does not doubt, and does not need reassurance. The stronger Leo appears, the more others believe they should be able to handle everything alone. And so the leader becomes surrounded, yet unsupported. Leo is often the one lifting others when they fall. The one motivating, solving, protecting. The one holding everything together when others feel lost. But when Leo needs someone to lean on, there is silence. Baba Vanga described this as the leader's curse, a pattern where admiration replaces empathy. People respect Leo's power, but respect creates distance. They fear burdening the one who already carries so much. Some even believe that helping Leo would be inappropriate, as if offering support would insult their strength. This leaves Leo in a painful paradox. They are needed by many, but truly supported by few. Many Leos watching this have lived this pattern repeatedly. You become the strong one by default, the reliable one, the one everyone expects to stay standing. And over time, that expectation becomes heavy. The deeper lesson Baba Vanga revealed is this: leadership without vulnerability creates loneliness. Leo was never meant to carry everything alone, but the world only sees the crown, not the weight beneath it. True leadership is not about being untouchable. It is about knowing when to step down from the throne long enough to be human. Until Leo allows others to see that side, the world will continue to expect strength and offer silence. If you are a Leo who has always been the one others rely on, but rarely had someone to rely on yourself, share your experience in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, remember this: the higher Leo rises, the fewer people feel brave enough to stand beside them. Reason number 12, pride before the plea. Baba Vanga taught that pride is Leo's greatest armor and their quietest prison. Leo does not break easily. And when life applies pressure, Leo's instinct is not to ask for help, but to stand taller. According to Baba Vanga, this is one of the clearest reasons nobody helps Leo. Not because people wouldn't care, but because Leo rarely allows anyone to see the moment when help is needed. When challenges arise, Leo keeps their composure. They smile. They continue forward. They act as if nothing is wrong. To the outside world, this looks like confidence. But Baba Vanga warned that confidence, when driven by pride, can become a disguise. Leo believes dignity must be protected at all costs. Asking for help feels like surrendering control. It feels like exposing weakness. And for Leo, weakness feels more dangerous than struggle. So Leo carries the weight quietly. Friends assume everything is fine because Leo never complains. Family believes Leo has it handled because Leo never admits doubt. Even those closest to Leo are misled by the strength they see. Baba Vanga observed that pride blocks the door before help can even knock. Many Leos have learned this behavior early in life. They were expected to be strong. They were praised for independence. They were admired for resilience. Over time, Leo internalized the belief, if I need help, I have failed. But Baba Vanga revealed a deeper truth. Pride does not protect Leo from pain. It delays relief. The lesson here is not to abandon pride, but to redefine it. True pride is not refusing help. True pride is trusting yourself enough to receive support without feeling diminished. When Leo chooses pride over connection, they become isolated by their own strength. Others may sense the struggle, but they hesitate, unsure if Leo would even accept help. And so silence becomes the default. If you are a Leo who has ever thought, I'll handle it myself, even when you are overwhelmed, this reason may feel uncomfortably familiar. Take a moment and reflect, how many times did pride keep you quiet when support could have changed everything? If this resonates, share your thoughts in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, understand this. When pride becomes protection, it can quietly turn into distance. Reason number 11, the spotlight syndrome. Baba Vanga warned that visibility is not the same as being seen. Leo is born to stand in the spotlight. Their presence draws attention without effort. Their confidence fills rooms. Their voice carries authority. But according to Baba Vanga, this constant visibility creates one of Leo's greatest illusions, the belief that being noticed means being understood. It does not. When Leo shines, people assume life must be easy for them. They see admiration, praise, and recognition, and conclude that Leo has no unmet needs. The brighter Leo appears, the less others consider that something might be missing beneath the surface. Baba Vanga explained that this is why nobody helps Leo. People confuse attention with support. Leo receives applause, not empathy. Recognition, not reassurance. Some admire from afar. Some feel intimidated. Others quietly feel jealous, believing Leo already has everything. And so help never arrives. The spotlight creates distance. It lifts Leo above others, but it also places them out of reach. People hesitate to step closer, unsure if their presence would even matter. Many Leos watching this have felt this contradiction deeply. You are visible everywhere, yet unseen where it matters most. People celebrate your wins, but disappear during your quiet struggles. Baba Vanga observed that this pattern trains Leo to perform strength. They keep shining because it feels safer than revealing doubt. They maintain the image because vulnerability feels risky under so many eyes. But performance has a cost. The more Leo performs strength, the fewer people feel invited to offer real support. The spotlight blinds others to Leo's humanity. The lesson Baba Vanga revealed is simple but difficult. Being admired is not the same as being cared for. Leo does not need less light. Leo needs fewer masks. True connection begins when Leo allows others to see them without the performance, without the crown. If you are a Leo who has ever felt lonely, despite being surrounded by attention, take a moment and reflect on this. Have you ever felt seen, but not truly known? If this resonates, share your experience in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, remember this. The more visible Leo becomes, the more important it is to protect authenticity, or risk being admired by many and understood by none. Reason number 10. Selective trust. Baba Vanga revealed that one of the quietest reasons nobody helps Leo is selective trust. Leo appears open, warm, and charismatic. They socialize easily. They attract people naturally. But when it comes to vulnerability, Leo becomes guarded. According to Baba Vanga, Leo does not let just anyone into their inner world. Trust for Leo is not given freely. It is earned slowly and sometimes withheld completely. This creates an invisible boundary. When Leo struggles, many people simply do not know. They have never been close enough to see beyond the confidence, beyond the strength, beyond the surface. And because they were never invited inside, they do not know how or when to help. Baba Vanga explained that this pattern often comes from past disappointment. When Leo has trusted deeply and been betrayed, something shifts. From that moment on, Leo becomes cautious. They would rather endure alone than risk being hurt again. This is not arrogance. It is self-protection. But protection has consequences. People sense the distance. Even if Leo never says it out loud, others feel unsure. They hesitate. They wonder if their support would be welcome or rejected. And when doubt exists, most people step back. Over time, this creates emotional isolation. Leo convinces themselves that staying guarded is safer. But Baba Vanga warned that walls do not only keep pain out, they keep compassion out as well. The lesson here is subtle but powerful. Trust does not require total surrender, and vulnerability does not mean exposure to everyone. True discernment is knowing who deserves access, not denying access entirely. When Leo allows selective trust to become total isolation, help cannot reach them. Not because others don't care, but because they were never allowed close enough to care properly. If you are a Leo who has ever thought, "I'll handle this myself," I don't want anyone that close, this reason may feel familiar. Ask yourself quietly, are you protecting your heart or protecting your fear of being disappointed again? If this resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, remember this: when Leo's walls grow too high, even the right people cannot climb them. Reason number 9. Overwhelming energy. Baba Vanga observed that Leo carries an energy that cannot be ignored. When Leo enters a space, the atmosphere shifts. Their voice is strong. Their presence is commanding. Their passion fills the room. This energy inspires many, but it also intimidates others. According to Baba Vanga, this overwhelming energy is one of the hidden reasons nobody helps Leo. Not because Leo is unapproachable by intention, but because others often feel unnecessary in their presence. Some people feel small next to Leo's confidence. Others feel unsure, believing Leo already knows what to do. And some hesitate because they fear getting in the way. Baba Vanga explained that powerful energy creates distance when it leaves no room for contribution. When Leo speaks with certainty and acts decisively, others assume there is nothing left for them to offer. So they step back. Leo rarely notices this. From Leo's perspective, they are simply being passionate, decisive, and engaged. They believe their energy invites collaboration. But to others, it can feel like standing too close to a fire, warm, inspiring, yet overwhelming. This is not arrogance. It is intensity. And intensity, when misunderstood, can silence support. People admire Leo's drive, but admiration does not always lead to action. They cheer from the sidelines instead of stepping forward. They assume Leo does not need assistance, or would prefer to handle things alone. Baba Vanga warned that this creates a painful gap. Leo's inner fire fuels achievement, but it also discourages those who might have offered comfort, guidance, or help. The lesson here is not to dim the flame. Leo was never meant to be smaller. The lesson is awareness. True strength leaves space for others to contribute. True leadership allows room for support without losing authority. When Leo's energy fills every corner, no space remains for connection. If you are a Leo who has ever wondered why people admire you, but rarely step in to help, consider this carefully. Have others ever told you, "You've got this," when what you really needed was support? If this resonates, share your experience in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, remember this: a flame can guide others, but it must leave space for them to step closer. Reason number 8. Fear of dependency. Baba Vanga revealed that one of the deepest reasons nobody helps Leo is their fear of dependency. For Leo, independence is not just a habit, it is an identity. Strength means standing on your own feet. Control means dignity. And relying on others feels dangerously close to losing both. According to Baba Vanga, Leo often associates help with weakness, not because they look down on others, but because they hold themselves to an unforgiving standard. If they need support, they believe they have failed their own expectations. So even when life becomes heavy, Leo resists reaching out. They tell themselves they can manage. They convince themselves this phase will pass. They choose endurance over exposure. This belief shapes how others see them, because Leo never admits they need help. People assume they never do. They see composure, confidence, and capability, and conclude that stepping in would be unnecessary or even unwelcome. Baba Vanga explained that this fear often forms after disappointment. When Leo once depended on someone and was let down, a silent vow was made: never again. From that moment on, Leo carries every burden alone. But independence taken too far becomes isolation. People who genuinely want to help sense resistance. They hesitate, unsure whether Leo would accept support or reject it. Not wanting to offend, they step back. And slowly, Leo's world grows quieter. The lesson Baba Vanga revealed is not about abandoning independence. It is about redefining it. True independence is not refusing support. True independence is choosing help without feeling diminished by it. Dependency is not weakness when it is conscious, temporary, and chosen wisely. When Leo allows fear to dictate connection, help never arrives. Not because it wasn't offered, but because it was never permitted. If you are a Leo who has ever thought, "I don't want to owe anyone," this reason may speak directly to you. Ask yourself honestly, is your independence protecting your strength, or protecting your fear of being disappointed again? If this resonates, share your thoughts in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, remember this: strength does not disappear when support appears. Sometimes it finally has room to breathe. Reason number 7. The performer's mask. Baba Vanga revealed that behind Leo's brightest smile, there is often a mask. Leo feels a deep responsibility to be strong, not just for themselves, but for everyone around them. They are the motivator, the source of energy, the one who keeps the atmosphere alive when others feel drained. And so Leo learns to perform strength. Even when life feels heavy, Leo smiles. Even when doubt appears, Leo stays composed. Even when pain is present, Leo keeps moving forward. According to Baba Vanga, this habit becomes one of the main reasons nobody helps Leo, because no one realizes help is needed. The performance is convincing, Friends see confidence. Family sees resilience. The world sees someone who always has it together. But performance hides truth. Baba Vanga warned that when Leo wears this mask for too long, people stop looking beneath it. They admire the role, not the person. They applaud the strength, but never ask about the cost of carrying it. Leo believes that showing vulnerability might disappoint others. They fear that revealing cracks would weaken the image people rely on, so they continue to perform even when the mask grows heavy. This creates emotional blindness. People do not ignore Leo's pain out of cruelty. They simply do not see it. The lesson Baba Vanga revealed is subtle and powerful. When strength is always displayed, weakness becomes invisible. True connection requires honesty, not performance. And authenticity does not erase respect, it deepens it. When Leo removes the mask even briefly, something shifts. People are finally given permission to care to support to step closer. But as long as the performance continues, help remains locked outside. If you are a Leo who has ever felt exhausted from always being the strong one, take a moment with this. Have you ever wondered why no one asks how you're really doing while you're busy holding everyone else together? If this resonates, share your experience in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, remember this. When Leo hides their pain too well, the world believes the performance and misses the person entirely. Reason number 6. Intimidating standards. Baba Vanga observed that Leo's standards are not ordinary. They are uncompromising. When Leo commits to something, they give their full presence. They expect excellence. They demand integrity. They want things done properly, not halfway. This dedication is one of Leo's greatest strengths. But according to Baba Vanga, it is also one of the reasons nobody helps them, because high standards can intimidate. When people consider offering help to Leo, many hesitate. They fear doing something wrong. They worry their effort will not be good enough. Some believe that Leo would rather redo everything themselves than accept imperfect support, so they step back before even trying. Baba Vanga explained that Leo does not intend to discourage others. Their expectations are not about control, they are about responsibility. Leo believes that if something carries their name, it must reflect their values, but others feel the pressure. They sense that Leo notices every detail, that Leo sees every flaw, that Leo does not tolerate carelessness. This creates silent distance. People admire Leo's work ethic, yet they feel nervous contributing to it. They assume Leo already knows exactly how things should be done, and that any outside help would only slow them down. Over time, this pattern becomes familiar. Leo starts doing everything alone, convinced no one can match their commitment. Others stop offering support, convinced they will never meet Leo's expectations. And so isolation grows on both sides. The lesson Baba Vanga revealed is not about lowering standards that would betray Leo's nature. The lesson is invitation. True excellence does not require solitude, and allowing others to participate does not mean accepting mediocrity. When Leo communicates expectations with openness instead of pressure, support becomes possible. But when standards feel unreachable, help withdraws quietly. If you are a Leo who has ever thought it's easier if I just do it myself, this reason may feel familiar. Ask yourself honestly, are your standards protecting quality or protecting you from disappointment? If this resonates, share your thoughts in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, remember this. When standards become walls, even willing hands will remain at a distance. Reason number 5. The need for control. Baba Vanga revealed that one of the clearest reasons nobody helps Leo is their deep need for control. Leo does not seek control out of ego. Leo seeks control out of responsibility. When Leo cares about something, they want it protected. They want it guided correctly. They want to ensure the outcome reflects their vision and values. This instinct makes Leo powerful, but it also limits collaboration. According to Baba Vanga, when someone offers help to Leo, it often comes with tension. Leo listens, but they monitor. They accept assistance, but they correct. Sometimes, without realizing it, they take over completely. Not because others are incapable, but because Leo feels uneasy when they are not directing the process. People notice this pattern. They sense that no matter how much effort they put in, Leo will eventually reclaim control. Their contribution begins to feel unnecessary. Over time, helpers stop offering support, not out of resentment, but out of discouragement. Why step in if you will not truly be allowed to help? Baba Vanga explained that Leo's need for control is rooted in protection. When Leo is in charge, they feel safe. They believe mistakes can be prevented. Disappointment can be avoided. But safety built on control creates distance. True support requires trust. And trust requires allowing others to influence outcomes, even imperfectly. The paradox Baba Vanga revealed is this: the more Leo controls, the more isolated they become. People admire Leo's leadership, but they do not feel invited into it. They follow instructions, but they do not feel like partners. Over time, Leo becomes surrounded by respect, not assistance. The lesson here is not to abandon leadership. It is to redefine it. True leadership is not holding everything tightly. It is knowing when to release control and let others contribute meaningfully. When Leo learns to share direction without losing authority, help begins to flow naturally. If you're a Leo who has ever felt frustrated that no one helps while also feeling uneasy when others take control, this reason may speak directly to you. Take a moment and ask yourself, are you guarding outcomes or guarding your fear of things going wrong? If this resonates, share your experience in the comments. And as we move to this next reason, remember this: when control replaces collaboration, support quietly steps aside. Reason number 4: loyalty over logic. Baba Vanga revealed that loyalty is one of Leo's greatest virtues and one of the quiet reasons nobody helps them. Leo does not trust lightly. When Leo gives loyalty, it is total. When Leo commits, it is long-term. According to Baba Vanga, Leo places loyalty above convenience, above comfort, and often above logic. They believe that support should come from those who have proven themselves through time, adversity, and consistency. This belief creates a powerful filter. Leo does not easily accept help from strangers. They hesitate with casual connections. They open their inner world only to those who have earned a permanent place. While this protects Leo's heart, it also limits the flow of support. Many people around Leo genuinely want to help. They see the struggle. They feel concern. But they sense a barrier, an unspoken rule that says, you haven't earned this level of access. And so they stop trying. Baba Vanga explained that this loyalty-first mindset often forms after betrayal. When Leo once trusted too quickly and paid a heavy price, something hardened. From that moment on, Leo decided that vulnerability would only be reserved for the few or no one at all. This creates a paradox. Leo values loyalty deeply, but loyalty takes time to prove. And while time passes, Leo carries the burden alone. To outsiders, this selectiveness can be misunderstood. Some interpret it as pride, others see it as emotional distance. But in truth, it is fear of being disappointed again. The lesson Baba Vanga revealed is subtle loyalty protects Leo's heart, but logic protects Leo's future. Not everyone who offers help is a threat, and not every hand needs a lifelong contract. True wisdom is knowing when to accept support without surrendering loyalty. When Leo demands loyalty before allowing assistance, help rarely arrives on time. People feel unqualified, unwelcome, or unsure. Eventually, silence replaces intention. If you are a Leo who has ever thought only those who've been with me from the start deserve access, this reason may feel close to home. Ask yourself honestly, is your loyalty keeping you safe or keeping you alone longer than necessary? If this resonates, share your thoughts in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, remember this. When loyalty becomes a gatekeeper, help often turns around before it reaches the door. Reason number 3. Misread confidence. Baba Vanga revealed that one of the most painful reasons nobody helps Leo is simple. Their confidence is misunderstood. Leo walks with certainty. They speak with conviction. They rarely hesitate in public. To many people, this looks like arrogance. But Baba Vanga warned that what the world often sees as pride is for Leo a form of protection. Leo's confidence is not always born from ease. It is often forged through pressure. It is the armor Leo wears to survive judgment, rejection, and disappointment. Yet others do not see the armor. They see the shine. Because of this, people assume Leo does not need support. Some believe Leo would reject help. Others feel their presence would be unnecessary or unwelcome. A few quietly believe Leo thinks they are above assistance, so they keep their distance. Baba Vanga explained that this misunderstanding creates emotional isolation. Leo wants to be understood, but their composed exterior sends the opposite message. The more confident Leo appears, the less people feel invited to step closer. This creates a cruel paradox. Leo learns to be strong because the world demands it. Then the world withdraws because Leo looks too strong. Over time, Leo may begin to feel unseen. They wonder why no one notices their effort, their exhaustion, or their quiet doubts. They may even believe that people simply do not care. But Baba Vanga revealed a different truth. Many people care. They are just confused by the signal Leo sends. Confidence without softness can repel empathy. Strength without openness can block compassion. The lesson here is not to abandon confidence. Leo was never meant to dim their light. The lesson is balance. When Leo allows moments of honesty to exist alongside confidence, something changes. People finally understand that strength and vulnerability can coexist. If you are a Leo who has ever been labeled arrogant when all you were doing was protecting yourself, this reason may feel deeply personal. Ask yourself quietly, do people see your confidence, but miss the courage it took to build it? If this resonates, share your experience in the comments. And as we move to the next reason, remember this. When confidence is misunderstood, help hesitates, not because it is unwanted, but because it is unsure where to land. Reason number 2, silent suffering. Baba Vanga revealed that one of the most overlooked reasons nobody helps Leo is their silent suffering. Leo endures quietly. When life becomes heavy, Leo does not announce it. When pressure builds, Leo does not collapse in front of others. When pain appears, Leo keeps moving forward, as if nothing is wrong. According to Baba Vanga, this silence is not weakness, it is discipline. Leo believes that composure is strength. They associate emotional control with dignity, and vulnerability feels dangerously close to losing authority. So Leo suffers privately. Friends may sense something is off, but Leo's calm exterior convinces them otherwise. Family members may worry, but Leo's steady voice reassures them that everything is under control. Over time, people stop asking, not because they don't care, but because Leo gives them no reason to worry. Baba Vanga warned that silence can become a wall thicker than pride. When Leo does not speak their struggle, the world fills in the blanks with assumptions. Strength is assumed, stability is assumed, self-sufficiency is assumed, and so no one intervenes. This creates a painful contradiction. Leo wishes to be understood, yet hides the very signals that invite understanding. Leo wants support, yet communicates independence at every turn. The lesson Baba Vanga revealed is uncomfortable but necessary. Pain that is never expressed is pain the world cannot respond to. Suffering in silence does not make Leo nobler. It only makes Leo lonelier. True resilience is not about enduring everything alone. It is about knowing when silence protects and when it isolates. If you are a Leo who has ever carried pain quietly while the world believed you were fine, this reason may feel deeply familiar. Ask yourself honestly, how many times did you stay silent, hoping someone would notice anyway? If this resonates, share your experience in the comments. And as we move to the final reason, remember this. When silence becomes a habit, even those who care most may never realize they were needed. Reason number 1, the lone throne. Baba Vanga revealed that the final reason nobody helps Leo is not a flaw, it is a destiny. Leo is born to stand apart. Their presence carries authority. Their confidence commands respect. Their ambition naturally places them ahead. According to Baba Vanga, this creates what she called the lone throne, a position of power that attracts admiration but also distance. People look at Leo and assume they do not belong beside them, but above them. They feel guided, inspired, and sometimes even protected by Leo's strength. Yet very few feel equal enough to stand next to the crown. And so, Leo stands alone, not because they push everyone away, but because others hesitate to step up. Baba Vanga warned that Leo's greatness unintentionally creates an invisible barrier. People fear becoming unnecessary. They fear being rejected. Some even fear being overshadowed. So instead of offering help, they admire from a safe distance. This is the final paradox of Leo's life. The higher Leo rises, the fewer people feel worthy of standing beside them. Leo becomes the pillar others lean on, but rarely the one who is supported. The world expects Leo to lead, to endure, to conquer, and when Leo stumbles, no one imagines that the king or queen could possibly need a hand. Baba Vanga revealed that this solitude is both a burden and a lesson. Leo was never meant to rule in isolation forever. But before true partnership arrives, Leo must learn one final truth. Power does not require loneliness, and leadership does not demand solitude. The lone throne exists to teach Leo discernment, not abandonment, to teach them that not everyone deserves access, but some do deserve a seat beside them. When Leo learns to recognize who can truly stand as an equal, the throne is no longer lonely. If you are a Leo who has often felt admired, respected, even envied, yet deeply alone when it mattered most, this reason may resonate strongly. Ask yourself honestly, have you been standing alone because no one cared? Or because very few were capable of standing beside you? If this resonates, share your thoughts in the comments. And remember this as we move into the conclusion. The throne was never meant to be empty forever. It was meant to prepare Leo for the right kind of alliance. Conclusion. When Leo's loneliness finally makes sense, after everything Baba Vanga revealed, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. Leo was never abandoned by fate. Leo was never forgotten by the universe. Leo was being prepared. Each reason you've heard was not meant to punish Leo, but to refine them. The self-sufficiency, the leadership, the pride, the silence, the distance. These were not flaws, they were trials. Baba Vanga believed that Leo's loneliness is not random. It is a spiritual phase, a season where Leo learns discernment, strength, and self-mastery before true support arrives. Because not all help is meant for Leo, and not all hands deserve to touch the crown. Leo is not meant to be surrounded by many. Leo is meant to be surrounded by the right ones. This is why help often arrives late in Leo's life, not early. This is why Leo must first learn to stand alone before learning who can stand beside them. The mistake Leo often makes is believing that loneliness means rejection. Baba Vanga warned that it does not. Loneliness is separation for preparation. It teaches Leo to recognize false loyalty. It teaches Leo to trust discernment over approval. It teaches Leo that strength does not come from being saved, but from knowing when to accept support without surrendering power. And here is the final truth. Baba Vanga wanted Leo to understand. When Leo stops trying to appear invincible, when Leo stops carrying everything in silence, when Leo stops confusing isolation with destiny, the universe responds. The right people appear. The right alliances form. And the throne is no longer lonely. If you are a Leo watching this and you have walked alone for a long time, know this: you are not meant to stay there forever. You are meant to become someone who chooses wisely. If this message resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience may help another Leo understand their own path. And if you want to continue exploring the deeper truths of Leo's destiny, not through fear, but through wisdom and power, subscribe to the Royal Flame of Leo. Here, we do not diminish Leo's light. We teach how to carry it without burning alone.